Riverbillies today. We're taking the family.
Hi.
We're heading out to a few different places, and Nikki doesn't know exactly where we're going, but
Hey, actually, I know now because we're filming an intro after the fact.
yeah, I
film,
failed. I forgot.
Yeah, we
But
filmed an intro after the fact of filming the whole video footage and an outro.
Yeah.
So I do know now, but I won't say. But we had 3 fun pit stops, and it was a really nice day.
Yes, so stay tuned to see just where we went in southeast Missouri.
Ellie, are you ready? Are you ready to go see the spring? Huh? Yeah, I think she's ready. We're at the trailhead. I head down here and look at Blue Springs. Here on Front River, off of 106 Highway here in Missouri. Anyway, let's see what we got. Look at deer tracks. Correction, look at hog tracks. Oh, actually there's deer and hog tracks. Yeah. The hog tracks are more rounded, like this. And deer tracks are much longer. Which there's elk, wild hog, and wild horses all down here. And there's the Blue Springs sign. There's Current River. You can see it down there. There's somebody taking pictures of me.
I was trying to get a picture of her smiling.
You got the hubs locked in? We in 4-wheel drive?
She
Yeah.
almost gave a thumbs up.
We made it down to Current River. Beautiful and clear, just like Black River, but as you can see, there's a tad bit more current, hence the name Current River. It's good fishing in this river. It's February, by the way, and towards the end of February, it's 70 degrees. I'm in a short sleeve shirt, and it's kind of neat because you can still see the ice down like on this bluff wall. All the ice from the snow melt off. Pretty cool. This behind me is the end of the spring where it comes out into Current River, where Blue Spring comes out. Over there across, years ago when I was a kid, we used to camp over there, pull campers in on this gravel bar, and we would swim across or take the jet boat across and park over here and go check out the spring. Springs are really good for if you put cantaloupes or watermelon in them, and like we would camp in July, so it would keep your melons ice cold, and then you pull them out several hours later and cut them up on the gravel bar. Ice cold cantaloupe and watermelon in the summer, nothing like it. Ranked as the 6th largest.
Deepest blue color of any.
It's the Blue Springs. That sign back there, or the one up yonder, one of those said that the Eiffel Tower could be placed into this spring, and the top of the flames of the torch would still be 5 feet under the surface. That's how deep it is. They had thrown an anvil off of it to see years ago with ropes tied to it, and just kept going and going just to see how deep they could get it. And it was thought to be bottomless at that time. It was just kept going. 300 and something I think 300 and I don't want to misquote that, but it's over 300 feet deep. It's got to be a shaky video, I'm sure. I don't think you want in that water, hon. It's cold. Cold? Watercress. Oh, that is cold. Oh, you want to feel it? You want to feel it? Here. What do you think about that?
Is that chilly?
You know, if you put your hat on, it'll help with that sun. Yeah.
Yeah, big girl.
There you go. Memory of Richard G. Hager, outdoorsman who owned and preserved this spring, 1920 to 1945. I don't know if he owned it there, or if that's his date of birth and date of death. He was only 25 years old. Have to look that up later. We're almost there. You've always wanted to come here?
Yeah, I've always wanted to come here. I've always seen it in mine.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Telling me that part's that deep.
Yeah. Well, you'll be able to see better when we get over here. It's actually slightly murky right now from the snow melt off.
Yeah.
Normally it's even deeper blue than that. What do you think, Ellie? What do you think? Yeah? You like it? That's a big bathtub, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, mom. Hard to believe. Look at the current here. I mean, this just comes up out of the earth. And it puts that much water out. It's insane. What do you think, El? Look, there's the sun. There's the sun. Lord of the Rings.
It is. It's like the Elvish place, the Rivendell.
Rivendell.
We're in Rivendell. We're there, everybody. See how deep that is. I don't like the drop off. I don't. I look over here and I'm like,
Oh, get you. That sunshine is so cool through there.
yeah.
Stuff over there? Yep. There's some brush and logs and stuff.
There's a lot of them.
I've never been to Blue Springs. The camera can't do it justice. It's much prettier in person. There's nothing like it, at least not around here, southeast Missouri. But it is just absolutely breathtaking how blue it is and how much water just rolls out of here. And the depth of this thing is just insane. Like you can kind of see this wedge here and it just slides off. Or over here where the sun's shining, it just goes into nothing. And they say you can put the Statue of Liberty in here and the top of the flames would still be 5 foot under the surface of the water, which is...
The Eiffel Tower.
I didn't mean the Eiffel Tower, but I meant the Statue of Liberty.
Way,
it's super deep. Going up to the observation deck. Gonna look at it from more of a bird's eye view. She's a little steep. It's just right there, though.
Me and baby But pro power, we can do it. Got my stomping boots on.
Oh, there's a woodpecker, wood hen.
I heard something.
Woo! We made it. Hurrah. Wow. Right down there's where we were a while ago. That's pretty. That's pretty.
I made it.
A lot of little bugs flying around for February. All right, kids, come on now.
It's like Lord of the Rings, if I didn't already say it.
I think you did a few hundred times.
Hundreds of times. I just want to live there. I want to live in Lord of the Rings.
Well, you could put a water mill in right here and generate electricity for you. Never-ending electricity for free. Yeah, you could also have a grindstone set up on that and grind your flour and everything. Might be a little tough putting fields in this rocky bottom, but you know.
I got this one. He's got that one.
1, 2,
Woo! Doing it.
so. If you come on this trail, it's not really made for strollers.
No, it's not stroller friendly, but if you've got a strong papa bear, it's very comical. If he has good footing, because this is sketchy. Oh my gosh.
That's how we do it.
Yeah, so
This one's
be,
loose.
yeah, be prepared if you come here.
Snack, peanut butter and jelly, mix homemade bread. We're off to the next place and we're gonna cook up a good meal. All right, we're getting ready to cross Current River, the same river we saw a while ago. We're gonna drive across it. We're going to the next part of this little trip, and y'all stay tuned for that. How's your day going so far, pregnant mama?
It's good. I was really tired, and then I woke up to where we were at, and I really loved it. And I got really excited and didn't want to leave.
You didn't want to leave.
Now I'm tired again, but I snacked, so I'm chugging along.
We got some snacks, so now we're gonna go up here and cook something. But first, we got to cross this beautiful river right up here. There it was. That was the beautiful Current River. We are almost to our second destination in today's trip. We're headed to Rocky Falls, another natural, just beautiful display of water. And you'll see here in just a second, it is a must-see. place to ourselves too?
Looks like it.
Wow. I'll take it.
The rig is getting a bath.
Oh yeah.
Today.
Oh yeah.
All the wet snow melted up everywhere. It's nasty out.
Very
It's beautiful
nice.
out now, but everything's wet and nasty. I see it. I see it from here.
Hi there. Did you just wave? Hi. Oh, you got a foot? Yeah. Peeking at me. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You can keep that. I think it's hooked to you. Yep. So this is where we're gonna cook. Actually, I have grills and stuff, so that's nice. We're gonna go check that out, but first I gotta get a fire going so we get some coals rolling. Then we're gonna check out those beautiful falls right over there. Are you sunbathing? Are you? Oh my gosh, look at Paw John over here. Look how high that hat's riding. My goodness. How you doing, Peepaw? The mouth too. Oh my gosh. Doing that. Relaxing over there. Dad gets to go find some firewood. There's plenty of it laying around here, so I don't think that'll be a problem. I just dropped my phone like 30 times. Here's the falls. Wow. That is gorgeous. Nice little pool of water down below. In the summertime, this is a great spot to swim. Come here and jump in and hang out in the pool water. And what does Miss Ellie think? What do you think? You like it? Okay. Are you being shy? Ma'am, what are you doing in the water? No. Don't crawl in there. What was that? Throw that one. Ready? What about this one? Choo! It's a wet leaf. Yeah, it's a big old wet sycamore leaf. So someone else has pulled into the parking lot. I'm not sure what's going on, but park rangers whipped in and got his lights on. So Yeah, that's park ranger. Not sure what's going on, but we're just cooking our inside here. We got cut up onions, potatoes, and fresh venison from, well, I say fresh, it was frozen from November, and super tender. It was a young doe that Nikki killed there at the house. So we got that cut up, all kinds of seasonings, and a little bit of bacon grease and butter in there, because venison's real lean and low fat content, so you got to have a little bit of something for it to cook in, or you'll scorch it pretty quick. So we're just going to let those kind of set and heat, and I'm going to flip them, rotate them, and there towards the end I'll probably roll them up on that actual grill, but down in the coals will be just fine for that aluminum foil packet meal. And Miss Ellie's been eating cheese and pickles over here while she waits, but that's some good pickles out. Yeah, we're getting ready to bust out some of our homemade salsa and fruit, all kinds of stuff. We've got some of our homemade salsa in here, and it's a little too mild for my liking, but we didn't want it to get too hot, so that's why we made it so mild. But we made it a little too mild, so we've got some cayenne pepper to add to it to hopefully bring the heat up just a little bit. You gonna eat the whole avocado?
Yum, 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 yum.
Hey, can Dad see that? He's got a knife.
Don't throw it on the ground.
Let Dad take care of that, okay?
I know.
We're gonna cut it up, then you can eat it, okay? Now we're gonna take our cayenne and make this a little hotter, a little spicier. It doesn't take a whole lot. That'd probably be enough for the whole jar. May add just a little bit more than that. Try to stir that in some. I'll take and shake it up here in a second. Whoa! You ran out of avocado. Here. Miss Ellie is hungry and she is demanding food. Ellie, right here. I know you dropped a piece. It's no good now. It hit the ground. Here. Right here some. Okay. Is that good now? All right. That is a good avocado. That spiced her up a little bit. Made it just right. Moved a can of beans up here on top. I've got it vented here and here. It's just about cool enough, not necessarily down here pretty hot, but cool enough to grab with your fingertips now. The deer and potatoes and onions is all marinating there and cooking up good. I think it's about time to open a can of beans for Miss Ellie. Woo! She's been eating on the avocado. Oh, yeah. Yep. Perfect. There we go. Look at that. Very hot. Venison, onions, and taters. Oh my. Alright, we'll get back to you shortly. I'm going to set this phone down because I've got to eat. That looks way too good. We're leaving Rocky Falls shut-ins, and we're going to make another stop, drive through Peck Ranch Conservation Area, and see if we can't see some wild elk. Hopefully we get some of those on camera. That would be cool. Stay tuned. There isn't anybody. Nikki is obsessed with the Highland cows.
I feel like a lot of women are.
Yeah.
Oh, I want that one. I want you.
The one that's looking at us?
Yeah.
That one.
Oh my god. Hi! Hi! Bye! Oh!
There's a bunch of them, Nick.
Its eyes are... The whole field full. Oh Oh my
Ellie?
gosh.
Mama's freaking out on the fuzzy cows.
There's double digits here. There's double digits here.
Yakety yak. Don't talk back.
I like those three. They're in a pile.
They
Oh.
are. There you go. Look at these guys.
Oh, baby. Oh.
Look at that baby fuzzball.
Hi. Ah, look at you. Oh my God, look at all of them. Look at them. Hi. Look at this baby with his head on the other side.
She's from Jefferson County.
Shut up. I'm from the north. Too close to St. Louis. You never know it.
Look at this. That is a pretty
That's
old
beautiful.
church house right there. Look at the outside.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Very nice. That's cool, man. Egg.
Oh! Bye! There's a donkey and a
Yep.
baby donkey and moose
We
and
got
a horse.
Horses and cows and
Swans
pigs.
over, swans over there. They have a little slide. They have a little slide on
A little
them.
duck slide.
Yeah. There was ducks in the field and swans.
There's a dog.
Oh my gosh. We're ducks.
Howdy.
Hey.
Building a little hut up here. Got jet boats. There's a guy on the porch back there. Looked like Phil Robertson.
Ended up in Missouri.
Yeah. Driving down a creek bed now. This is the county road.
Rolls out the window. Hey, take it easy on my mama, Rick.
It's fine. We got air ride suspension.
She's pretty.
Denali.
She's good for pavement. Gina.
Back Ranch. We made it. So funny story. They do managed hunts in here, and me and my dad one time got drawn on a hunt, and right over here. Let me just stop and turn around. Right over there. You can't really see it, but that's the little camping area. There's no electric hookup or anything, or at least there wasn't then. I'm pretty sure there still isn't. And we slept in a tent, and yeah, it got down to 7 degrees that night, and it was a buzzwater hunt, and we slept in our coveralls and still almost froze to death. So anyway, let's go check out the elk viewing trail. It's pretty. This was just all covered up with snow, and the acorns are pretty much ate up in the woods now, so the deer and the elk and wild hogs, all of them should be coming out to eat in these fields now. It's hard to believe that just less than a week ago, you know, it's 74 degrees right now, less than a week ago, it got down to like -6, -7 that one night. We had a foot of snow on the ground. It's pretty rock formations up there. There was some elk feces on the ground back there, so that's a good sign. We want to see the animal it came out of. I think it was a log, but man, it looked like an elk standing there, or a deer or something. I just seen a silhouette.
Looks like maybe one or two vehicles.
Yeah. Since they regraded this.
I guess a few more. Back there it looked like one or two. It's like,
I think this ridge right here one time, I was out here looking for them, there was a cow and a calf. walking out this ridge right here. Our trail, for those that like to hike, as you can see the trail there, but it's marked, all the Ozark Trail signs on the trees here. Yeah, so it winds all around Peck Ranch, and there's a lot of places to hike. Well, we didn't see any elk, unless we happen to see one here this last little bit, but they just got through with all their managed hunts and deer hunts and everything down here, so all the critters are kind of tucked back deeper into the woods, plus they were doing some logging and some feathering along the roads and work with equipment. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty to see, but there's I would say all the critters are probably pushed back well away from the roads, and the best time to go here, I think, is in the spring or the fall. In the spring, when you get all the fresh new green growth in those lower fields and that, I think that's a good time to come down and see some elk and deer and wildlife, turkeys. And in the fall, you can see them in the woods, or if there's not a good acorn crop, they'll be out in the fields pretty heavy. But all three places we stopped today, rope was bumpy there, between the falls and Blue Springs and Peck Ranch Conservation Area, it's a nice loop. They're kind of all three in a line, and if you're passing through Missouri, it's definitely worth taking a look at all three of them, or at least one of them.
Definitely Blue Springs.
Yeah, definitely Blue Springs.
My favorite.
That was Nick's favorite. I really like, I've seen the springs before and I hadn't seen the falls, but Blue Springs, it is quite beautiful. There's not much else like it out there. Oh, there they go. There's two of them. Yeah. Well, see if I can put this thing in reverse. Pretty sure the one stopped, but they kept going. Yeah, that one's standing there. Right there. Okay. There's a deer. Getting him a drink. Did you get me a drink? Oh. Yeah. Well, there's some deer, so we did see some wildlife on the way out. Goodbye. Fast. Some more deer for y'all. I just need to be recording, I guess, as we're driving. They're all starting to come out, and they're up here on top of the ridge.
You see it through the...
Yeah.
You zoom in.
That's one we'll try to get an open spot. There's kind of open. Oh, it took off.
There's like 5. And
yeah, there's like
just congregate.
48 deer standing in the road.
Like
so apparently drive around the outside of Peck Ranch, outside the gates, and there's deer everywhere.
That's annoying.
Well, like I said, they were probably pushed back in deeper. They're out here by the main county road instead.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep this right here. Some more deer. Yeah, going both ways. I guess they're out here eating gravel, you know. I think I got the one on the right, but
yeah, I think only 1 or 2 with this.
Prevent forest fires. It pays. We just left Peck Ranch. Found several deer up on top of the ridge. It's a pretty farm. There's an awful steep hill here.
Dog?
Hello.
There's 4 of them.
You guys just hanging out, eating?
Just hanging around?
Yep.
Yeah. Where were you in November? Look at them all on the top of the screen.
Oh, yeah, we got several deer here. Oh, a lot of deer here. Okay. Oh, look, there's more. How you doing? Oh, that is definitely a buck that does not have... Where's he? Let's see if I can zoom in on him. I think. Well, I don't know now. Actually, no, that's just a big old heifer, I think. Hi, big girl. Goodness. Thanks for watching, y'all. Hope you enjoyed the video and look some of these places up for your own, and hope you get a chance to stop in and check them out. We're back on the highway now and headed home, and I will be home shortly. Thanks for watching Riverbillies.